What's up guys, Learning with Rich here. In this video, we are going to diving into the process of creating sheets in Revit. So sheets are crucial for organizing and presenting your project drawings. So let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is, of course, you need to open the Revit project where you want to create the sheets. So make sure that all the necessary views and drawings are ready for the placement on our sheet. So in our case, we already have all the floor plan, we have the 3D view, so we have elevation, section views. Okay, so another thing that we're going to do is we're going to add some information about the project. Okay, so before we create the sheet, so let's go back first to manage tab, or let's go to manage tab, and then let's look for project information, this one. So click the project information, and then here on the project information, so you can now fill out this information. So like for example, the organization name is learning with Rich. Okay, and then the organization description, so this is a channel in channel for learning Revit software. Okay, and then the building name is LWR building, and then I am the author. Okay, and then another thing is I want to add here some information like the date. So the date today is 17 of February 2099, and then the project status, let's say work in progress. I am the owner. And then the address is, let's click this ellipsis button here, and then let's enter an address like 123 any street, any town, New Zealand. Then okay, and then project name, two-story building, and then the project number A101, and then I'll just select here OK. Alright, now the next thing that we're going to do is, after we add information to our project, so we are now going to load the title block inside the project. Okay, so let's do that. So let's go to the Create Sheets project browser. By the way, Create Sheets, that's the name of my project. Okay, so right click the sheets, and then let's select here new sheet. Okay, so right now I have this default title block loaded in my project. Now if you have other title blocks, you can load inside this project by selecting the load option. Okay, so if you do not have the default title block and it's not installed in your machine, so what you can do is you can go to the insert tab and then look for load from library, and then load Autodesk family. Just click that one, and then after that, let's look for, let's see if we have a title block here or sheet. Like, do I have title block? Okay, so I have the title blocks, and I'm going to load A1. Okay, so let's select this one, and then let's select load. Okay, is if ever you don't have the title block inside your project. So load, There you go. So it's now loaded. And then after that, so right click sheets, new sheet, and then there's now your title block. Okay, so let's click that one, double click, and there you go. And then as you can see here, remember when we modify our project information, so these are the information that is attached to this title block. Okay, so one of the information there is the project name, and then the client name, okay, and then the project number. Okay, so if you want to add more information on your title block, you just need to click the title block, and then any text that is colored blue here, those are the text that you can modify. So those are label. Okay, so those are called label. The red text that you are seeing here, it's just a normal text when you create the title block family. But the blue color ones, so they are called label. So something that you can modify. So like this author here is a label. So this is connected here on the drawn by. So you can also change this one, or you can also change from here. So either way, it will update. So if you change the property here, the drawn by, you put RPG, let's say for example, so this will becomes RPG as well. So they are connected. So let's say my initial is RPG, enter. So you can see that the drawn by here is now modified. So let's say I'll just put there, okay, right, and then for the date, 1099, okay, and then you can also change the drawing number, okay, and then for the title here, so let's change that. So let's say I'm going to put here 01 entry level floor plan. There you go. Okay, and then after that, here from the project browser, I'm now going to insert the 01 entry level floor plan, which is this one. So I can just drag and drop it here inside the sheet. So just drag and drop, and then you just pick. There you go, and then just select here, modify. Okay, and you will also notice here that the scale is automatically updated based on the current scale of my sheet here. Okay, so I'm going to click the sheet because it's too big inside this title block. So I'm going to click that, and maybe I'm just going to drag it here first so I can see it properly. So this is what you call a viewport. So as you can see, if you hover your pointer, it says viewport. So if you click that, it says here viewport. So you can change the scale there. So you can click that, let's say 316. Oh, that's it's getting big. So how about 1/4? Okay, 3/8. Oh no. How about 1/8? Okay, so 1/8. No, not 1/8. 1 inch. There you go. And then let's see if that one will fit in here. So let's click that, and then you can use the arrow on your keyboard if you want to move it manually. Okay. Right. So it's still too big because as you can see, my elevation area here is showing, or the elevation icon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to double click inside the viewport to go inside the 01 entry level floor plan. Okay, so no need for you to go back to the entry level floor plan, like double clicking it. If you want to edit the view, you can do that inside the sheet. Okay, so let's go back to our sheet here, this one. So let's double click that. Right, so I'm going to double click inside the viewport, and then I'm going to select this, and then I'm going to hide that, hide in view. I want to select category to hide all the elevation marker. And no more elevation marker, and then I can now right click and then deactivate the view. Okay, so if you deactivate the view, you will be going back again to the sheet view. There you go. Right, so let's click again the viewport, and then let's use the arrow on our keyboard to move it, to tidy up, and then just click outside. Okay, and what else? So I want to resize my title bar here. So I'm going to select the viewport. Okay, and then once you select the viewport, you can see the blue node there. You can resize that. Just drag that to resize the title bar. And then if you want to move the title bar somewhere here, so you click the title bar separately. So you click that. There you go. And then you can drag that now there. All right. Okay, so that's our floor plan. So let's say we also want to insert one of the section view here. Okay, so to do that, let's right click again. So right click sheets, new sheet, and then title block A1. Okay, and then let's drag one section like section 1. Drag and drop. Okay, I also want elevation view. So like north. Oh, that's too big, so I'm going to escape. I don't like that. East. Okay, so maybe somewhere here. Nice. Section 2. No. It's too big. Section 3. Although I can change the scale, let me look for other view that is little. Okay. That one. Okay. There you go. And then you will also notice here on our project browser, so every time you insert view inside the title block or inside your sheet here, there's a color blue that appears just beside the name of the view. Okay, so that means that particular view is inside already the title block. Okay, so the reason for that is any view that you already inserted inside the title block, you cannot reinsert that again to another title block or sheet. So you need to duplicate the view. Okay, like for example, you want to insert again entry level for some reason. Okay, so for example, this entry level you want to insert, but this time, this entry level you don't want to show all the grids. Okay, so what you can do is you can duplicate this. So let me just quickly show you if you are going to insert a view that is already inserted inside another sheet. So let's see what will happen. So I'm gonna right click the sheets, new sheet. Okay, so let's say I'm going to drag entry level 1 inside. Okay, so you will see this dialog box. So this view is ready or already placed on sheet S.10 blah blah blah, which is this one here. So you cannot place that view again inside the title block. So you need to duplicate. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Alright, so let's double click this view. So what I want is another 01 entry level but not showing the grids. So I'm going to right click this, and then there's the option there, duplicate. So we have 3 options. So for this exercise, I'll just use duplicate only. Just select that one, and then there's now the duplicate. So right click this, let's rename that. Rename. Okay, so let's say I'm gonna put here no grid, enter. Okay, and this is now our sheet. So let me just double click this and then change the scale here. Alright, so I'll just use this scale. I don't want to show the grids, so I'm gonna open the visibility graphic overrides by typing VV, or just select edit here, visibility graphic overrides, edit. Make sure you don't have any element selected. So look for the properties, visibility graphic override, so edit, click that, and go to the annotation categories. Just click that one and then look for letter G, grids. Uncheck that. Okay, there you go. So there's no grid. So let's now go back here, and then let's drag our entry level no grid. There you go. All right. Okay, again, you can specify the name here. 01 entry level no grid. Enter. All right. Okay, and then this one here, so I'll just put sections and elevation. Enter. Okay, there you go. Right, and then after that, I'm gonna close the 3D view. I'm going to select tile views to see all my sheets, and then I'm gonna close the other floor plan view. Let me close that. All right, and then right click, zoom to fit, or you can also type ZA. Okay, zebra alpha ZA, so that means zoom all. Okay, so that's the shortcut for zooming all the sheet all at the same time. So you don't need to right click and then zoom to fit one by one all the views. So you don't need to do this. Okay, so you just need to type ZA. So let's try. So let's say my view is like this. My view is like this. So any view you can click and then you type ZA. There you go. All right, so that's it for this simple exercise about creating sheets in Revit. So hopefully you learned something from this video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.